participating in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the K&TK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeit. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Hard work. It's what drives Nebraska. It defines our strength. Men like you live it every day. But sometimes living up to those expectations can be overwhelming. If you're struggling, call or text 988. You'll get skilled, caring support 24/7. Live up to a different kind of strength. The strength to ask for help. Paid for by the University of Nebraska Public Policy Center. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
The Serve Nebraska Volunteer Service Commission was created to ensure that community service would always be a priority in our state. I'm Governor Jim Pillen, and this year I'm inviting you to help celebrate Serve Nebraska's 30th year by becoming a volunteer. Our state's best resource is its people. You have the potential to make a significant impact. Thank you.
Sponsored by Serve Nebraska, aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Hey, it's me, your cell phone. We need to talk about something serious. I know you love me. I know you like using me wherever you are, but I feel like this isn't working out when you're driving. I know you may think that it's possible to focus both on me and the road, but I just don't feel the same way. I think we should spend time away from each other when you're driving. It's for the best.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org, a message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
This is Bigger Than the Score with Peter Ferguson on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome to 93.7 The Ticket, Bigger Than the Score. This is Peter Ferguson with Peter Ferguson BHS LLC, and joined as always on the ones and twos with Harrison on Thursday, or I say Thursday, sorry, no, Sunday. I was getting that Thanksgiving mode going already, but on Sunday, November 24th, and it is looking like a end of August type weather out there right now.
Yeah, I'm loving it. What a beautiful day so far. I mean, we talked about it yesterday. It's 58 degrees. Nebraska basketball beats Creighton over the week on Friday. Husker football goes bowling. Shout out to the Husker women's basketball team as well. I know they lost, but they're a solid squad. They should be good. But then, volleyball sweeps Wisconsin. And then you wake up this morning. I was expected to see some frost in my car. It's beautiful. Yeah, it's a fantastic day, Pete Ferguson. I'm on 10 right now. This has been awesome.
and you got your Bears playing right now. So how are you doing? How are you holding on right now?
Well, I'm just not going to look at the score for a while because that's typically just the one thing that's consistently brought me down has been the Chicago Bears. You would know about it being a Cowboys fan, so I don't even want to hear it too much.
You know what? Like I said, I was on earlier and had my drops. Today is a big day, though. Today is a big day at the Ticket. We've got the Commanders versus the Cowboys.
Oh, yeah.
And so for bragging rights. And so I'm waiting for DP to kind of come in maybe in the studio and make his prediction, see if we can throw it down. But I am going to be wearing the sneaks, the kicks today that he was so gracious enough to go ahead and actually he said he doesn't like putting his hands on the evil empire stuff. But,
do me a favor and put him back into the portal. I'm still not forgiving him over the Hail Mary. That thing has spun. We have lost every single game. That Hail Mary
that's the one that
completely just spun us into chaos.
That was just to this day. That'll be one of those ones that show up at the end of the year, the greatest plays, and you don't want to make that. You do not want to make that. And look who's dialing. There we go right here. Ladies and gentlemen, station owner, Commanders aficionado.
You thought, Mr. Ferguson, you thought that I was going to give you a pass today. You thought for a minute that I was going to go quietly into that good night. But kind sir, as the poets will say, take this L hell, Dallas.
See, Mary Bell and Amir are sitting there. They're like, look at these grown men.
Right. This is what you aspire to. Right. It's like, just to make sure that listen.
This is what our country is left to.
Pete knows. Pete Ferguson knows how much I love him. I love him. I respect him. I admire him. I appreciate him. Until Dallas plays Washington in football, and then I have to be childish. Do you have siblings?
Yeah.
Right. Every now and then you love them, but every now and then you just have to poke them, right? So you just have to poke them because it makes you feel good.
Yeah.
That's
this is what I'm going to trust you. We have not introduced our guests, and this is the impromptu. This is the greatness of this right now. And though it is bigger than the score, we want predictions from each of you. Now, you may be football fans or not, but we like Super Bowls. They have dogs roll balls down and chickens and everything else. And so, from you all, the Washington Commanders and Dallas Cowboys, I want. Who do you think will win? And then
here's our
what should we do?
Here's our nation's capital.
He's making a pitch.
Yeah.
Here he is.
Our nation and literally the home and the center of the United States. It's where all of our power exists. The most powerful city in the world is Washington, D.C. And then there's
I don't get to do my own pitch. He's just swaying people. My 30-second pitch is this. It's really simple. There's a star on the helmet, and they say it's America's team. And what better saying could you have? Think about going to high school. Think about going to a team. Okay, and they say, "How about them Cowboys?"
America's team.
Which one?
Or America's capital.
Which one? Maribel, we're going to start with you. Which one?
Definitely the Dallas Cowboys.
I'm going to have you put that mic up. Get right into it. Say that again.
Definitely the Dallas Cowboys.
Because. Wait a minute.
Give it to her.
Because most of my family, we all like the Dallas Cowboys, and we have a bunch of Dallas Cowboys.
Where are they?
Let's go ahead and
Where are they? Bring them to me! Bring them to me! What is happening?
That is what I'm talking about. A beer? Go ahead. Lean in that mic. We got it. I want to.
Dallas Cowboys, to be honest.
She has a star. She's wearing a silver star today.
And let's.
I had no chance.
Let's get a reason.
Zero chance.
Let's get a reason.
Honestly, I like their team effort in the games. Like,
oh my goodness! Oh my God. I'm just getting weak at the knees
You're
here.
all
Let me go ahead. Let me go ahead.
I was gonna bring in cookies. But now I think I should keep the cookies.
Hey, this is what I'm doing. Y'all are going to leave. Hey, I got you. He's
gonna take care of you. Listen, have a fantastic show. Be proud of yourselves. Thank you for coming. No, you too. I'm following you today. My show is not until you're done.
Oh.
See, I'm your support system today. So when you're done, you will hand it over to me.
Okay.
Right, and that's how that'll be. Thank you for making time on a Sunday and making Lincoln feel better with your stories and your heart and your purpose. You're important. You matter, and it gives me an opportunity to say thank you for who you are.
Thank you too.
Go Commanders.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you do not know, that is the Dr. Derek Pearson. Really appreciative of him coming in and taking that first L for the day. So I am 2-0 right now with my support. But Harrison, a couple quick shout outs, and then we've already kind of rolled our guest into it in a non-traditional way, but want to just give a couple shout outs to just some individuals as I do, as I've gone through the week, had the opportunity to go to meet with some educators of diversity up in Nebraska Kearney. And so I want to thank Dr. Rebecca, Dr. Jamie Holbein Swanson, those scholars. I told them that I would give them a mention as we came on air today. They are out there just crushing it and doing big things. And as they go into the Thanksgiving break and the holiday break, the finals and all that. So I just wanted to express the love that they showed to me while I was out there. Again, Kearney affiliate, because daughter's out there GAing. They fell a little bit short in the conference tournament. They won the conference championship, regular season title, but ended up losing last night in the conference tournament in St. Joe's. And so they're awaiting their bid. They'll get, for the 25th year in a row, Nebraska Kearney will end up going to the national tournament. And so congratulations to Coach Squires and the rest of the team and the squad there. And then just seasons has started. It started to make that transition from a high school standpoint. You're seeing some of the high school football wind up. I think the last ones are this week, but a lot of basketball tryouts, all that kicked off on Monday for scholars. Been hearing from them, some of the highs, some of the, challenges with all that, but stay in the course. And I saw something on social media, which I just really think was perfect in so many ways. It said, don't put a period where a comma should be. And it just said, don't put a period where a comma should be. And I think sometimes in our life, we do a lot of that. We put a period when a comma should be there because there's so much more left to be written. And so really for those that have had success, don't put the period there. And for those that are challenged, don't make sure that's a comma. Make sure that's a comma, and still a lot to go on. So we'll be doing more with that. But with that said, I want to get to officially our guests who have they did so well when DP came in, and I promise I didn't prime things.
I was gonna say it feels a little bit like you gave them the right answers beforehand, but
with that said, we are joined in the studio with two phenomenal scholars. They'll tell you a little bit about themselves, but Maribel and also Abir, who are both here. They're shining and ready to get going. And so I want to start. Abir, tell us a little bit about you, where you go to school, first and last name, and then have you always lived here in Lincoln? And we'll kind of expand on that.
Okay. My name's Abir Bahia, and I've always went to school at Belmont Elementary School. So I've been going there since I was like 4, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I've also always lived here in Lincoln. My parents came here to United States of America to like hopefully start like a good life and like give me and my older sister like even like a better life hopefully. And then
No, that's awesome. Do you have any? You said you had some siblings, so want to go ahead and give them a shout out by name. Those are the ones that you're like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and hook them up. So give us a shout out on them, and then maybe any pets or anything like that you have.
Oh, okay. So my older sister Fatima Bahia, she's in 12th grade and she goes to North Star High School.
Okay.
And then my little brother, he's really like cheeky. He's about to turn 2 in January, and he like eats everything. Like if there's like something on the floor, for example, like a charger, he's just gonna like nibble on it. And like, and then like I try like my best to like take it away from him because like something like could happen to him if he like ate that charger all the way.
Wow.
So yeah.
We've got somebody here at the station that does that too, Rico. Like whatever's rolling around on the floor. I mean, charger. I mean, we used to keep them away from outlets, and now we just let them learn the hard way. So, anyways, no, that's cool. And then any pets?
No.
No pets?
No.
Okay. If you could have a pet, what would you have as your pet?
A cat.
Ooh.
I feel like a cat like really matches my personality. So like if it's like endangered or something like that, like it's gonna like hide away, and then like when I'm feeling like upset or hurt, I kind of just like close myself like out of the world kind of. And then like I kind of like take a bit of time to like become calm again. And then like after I feel better. For example, like when a cat's like not feeling like hurt or whatever, like it comes out to its owner, and then it kind of like became like all playful, right? So then like that kind of like like sums me up as a person, because when I'm like feeling like upset or hurt, like I close myself up, and then when I'm feeling like kind of like excited, like I like really am like friendly to people, and that's kind of basically
I
it.
just the description that you just gave. I mean, Harrison, we always say that we shouldn't be surprised, but holy cow, that is like, oh, what animal do you want to be? I mean, that was phenomenal. That's all I can say. Maribel, what about you? I want to know, where do you go to school? Where are you from? Who's in your family? And I'm gonna have you put that mic. I know we didn't structure it, but go ahead and just talk right into that.
My name is Maribel Thompson, and I was born in Colby, Kansas, and
Okay.
so I originally had lived in Atwood, I think.
Okay.
And so when I was around 6 or 5, I had moved to Lincoln for like during COVID, and to get away from like to have a better education basically. And so I started going to Belmont in 1st grade, and I started on Zoom. So I actually went to Belmont in 2nd grade.
Okay.
So and I
Who's in your family? Who's in your family?
Mm, I have a brother who lives with my grandparents now, and both of my parents are watching, and I think most of my family is watching. They should be.
Awesome. I love that. And do you have any pets?
Yes, I have a dog and a cat.
Okay. Dog and cat's name.
My dog's name is Kuma, which is Bear used to be his name, and bear in Japanese is Kuma. So that's where his name came from, and our cat's name is Bean. So
Love that. Love that. So tell me a little bit. Both of you said you go to Belmont Elementary School. Tell us a little bit about those that may not know about Belmont. What makes that Belmont community so special? Both of you, you've gone there. I mean, you went there your first year during Zoom. And so, Maribel, I want you to talk a little bit about, what that experience was like your first year, coming to school in a new place. And then I couldn't imagine like you joined that community via Zoom. What was that like for you?
I'm gonna be entirely honest. I was not a good kid during Zoom.
Okay.
Most of the time, I wouldn't do like any of the work that I was supposed to, and Zoom was really tricky for me because like the other students would be able to like ask questions to more understand it, and for me, being on Zoom, you couldn't really ask any questions because the teacher isn't always looking at the computer. She's mostly they're mostly looking around the classroom for any other questions.
Wow. I appreciate you sharing that, because I think oftentimes we've had young people, whether they're graduating or going, and we forget that was kind of your initial experience. And so when you did that honesty that you shared about not being, I mean, we have employees that were not, I mean, just education to business to whatever else, radio, that weren't great at it. And so I don't think you ever have to apologize. Like, I wasn't great. I appreciate that honesty of what that, what that situation, but what your experience was like. So awesome. So tell me one thing about the Belmont community that kept you going, because you could have easily said, I want to go somewhere else. I didn't like this. I didn't like, my interaction with other scholars, but also educators. What brings you joy about, the Belmont community?
I feel like it was mostly like the people that I would be going to school with, because they were mainly the people that would like lift me up and tell me that I could do a much better job when doing those things. And I also feel like the teachers were just mainly always supportive. And so I think that was another big part of it. So
Like that. Abir, what about you? What is the Belmont? If you were having to describe the Belmont community to others that are not familiar with it. So Harrison's here. He's had some contact with some of his, but like Harrison knows nothing about it. He just moved here. How would you describe the Belmont community?
The Belmont community is kind of what Maribel was saying. Like, they're like really supportive. So like, for example, if you're feeling down, like anyone or like in your classroom or like anyone, like a bystander or something, could like easily like help you, and just like with their words, it could like kind of like magically just like help you. Like, I don't know why, because I've been like upset before, like at school, and then like maybe like even teachers or like my friend, like for example like Maribel, they could like easily help you, and the educators, they're like really supportive. Like they give you compliments like good job, nice job. Like it's like those compliments like keep me going in life, and they like keep me going, and they remind me that I'll have a good future someday, because those because the good future is gonna like start from here. So that means your educators and the people that you're like surrounding yourself with are probably gonna have an impact on your future later on.
Wow, fantastic. So you summed up the Belmont community. I want to know a little bit more about each of you. Abir, I want to start with you. What's something that brings you joy?
Going on vacation, it's kind of like relaxing and like having your own spot like away from the world. So it's just like focusing on one part if you're like trying to relax, or like having a good time.
Where would you go? Or where have you gone that you've enjoyed?
A place where I have gone that I enjoyed was Chicago, Illinois. It's I think we went there 2 summers ago. It was a very great experience overall, but the worst thing that happened there was no parking, and it was so annoying because and then we realized that we had to just like walk, because that's where we like saw like a lot of people doing. So like you had to walk for like almost like everything. And then a place where I would want to go is Paris, France.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, there's a person in here that's a big fan of Chicago. It's Harrison here. So did you get to walk to the football stadium at all?
No.
Okay. You're not missing much. Nobody really plays there anyways.
All right.
Maribel, what about you?
Something that
brings you joy.
Something that brings me a lot of joy is actually fashion and doing math. And I feel like I'm really good at doing math, and I'm starting to get to the point where I understand it. And to be honest, because I understand it so well, most of the times in math class I'll get a little bored, because it's like I already understand it. And more on like the fashion side, I really enjoy drawing like sketches of like future things that like I want to make. And yesterday actually my mom had taught me how to sew, and so that happened. And yeah.
So what is, like, from a fashion standpoint, tell us, like, what's your favorite part about fashion before we go to a break? What caused you to be interested in that?
Probably the idea that like you can really create anything you want. Like it's not something that like it has to be to a point where like you can't design a certain thing. As long as you're able to do it, you can. And like you can express your own ideas and like your own fashion in that way.
Awesome. Love that. Well, hey, if you have heard this first segment, you do not want to go anywhere. We will be right back after this break with Maribel and Abir on 93.7 The Ticket, Bigger Than the Score.
You can help fight deadly diseases like RSV and influenza while getting paid for your time. Velocity Clinical Research is now seeking clinical trial participants in your area. Participants can receive compensation for study-related time. No health insurance is needed to join. Find a study near you at velocitytrials.com. That's velocitytrials.com.
A team succeeds when they work together. Banking's no different. At UBT, we're in your corner for every financial move you want to make. Your money's backed by a roster of experts who put in the work to know you and your community. So whether you're opening a savings account, buying a home, or planning your future, you always know who to turn to. Working together toward your financial goals. That's a win in our playbook. Union Bank and Trust. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Hey guys, it's your girl Jordan from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. Gentlemen, it's time to elevate your style with something from our men's jewelry and watch collection. Why not treat yourself to the ultimate in luxury? We've got an incredible selection of pre-owned Rolex watches, even those hard-to-find models you've been dreaming of. Whether you're stepping up your game day look or adding a touch of class to everyday wear, our top-tier collection is sure to impress. Stop by Sartor Heyman and discover the perfect piece to reflect your unique style. Until next time, happy shopping, guys.
If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time. Sunbelt Rentals makes all jobs less stressful with no need to purchase large equipment or hire a crew. You can do it yourself with rentals and everything from aerators and power rakes for spring yard work to stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln, north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street, or online at sunbeltrentals.com.
Hey everybody, this is Chris Beecham from Brand Lincoln Podcast and Perch Merch, your go-to in Lincoln for printing and promotional needs. Speaking of that, we are running a huge hoodie sale now through November 30th to save you big money on great brands. 20% off everything from Nike and Bella Canvas pullovers to Gildan and Port & Company sweatshirts and district fleeces. Get yours for your group or organization today by calling us at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
What a day. I could sure use an afternoon pick-me-up. Hold up. The new 93.7 The Ticket location has a milk, coffee, and tea inside? Oh, yeah. This is a game changer.
Need an afternoon pick-me-up? How about a coffee or smoothie on your way to work? Stop by the Ticket Mill location on 1040 O Street to get your go-to drink or try out our new game day drinks exclusive to the Ticket Mill location. We know it'll make your day a million times better.
With a wide variety of menu options, including the best prime and Wagyu steaks in Lincoln, if you haven't been to Tavern 180, you're missing out. Try any of their steak options paired with one of their well-known martinis, and this will soon become your favorite date night spot. Call your friends for a casual get-together where steak, shrimp, chicken, and tasty cocktails await your arrival. Tavern 180, located next door to Tanner's at 30th and Yankee Hill.
Have you been told by your physician that your testosterone level is fine, but you don't feel fine? Get a second opinion. If your testosterone level is 200, 350, even 500, and you still have symptoms, come to Limitless Male. We treat the person and the symptoms, not the number. Our mission is for you to feel optimal again. So if you're tired all the time, no energy, brain fog, muscle loss, nothing left in the tank, get your free consult at limitlessmale.com.
Finally, a good reason to have a smart house. Just say, Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket, and we'll magically start playing. How's it work? Nobody knows. Don't ask questions.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize before participating in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the K&TK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket. It's the fall sports season, and that means that the school year is back in session and you're planning road trips for Nebraska football games and following your kids around to their different events. Stop telling yourself you'll upgrade your car someday and do it now. Mullen Motors lot is full of great vehicles to take home so you don't have to worry about your current car struggling through another season. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Lake and find your next ride. As your fall schedule gets busy, you'll need a reliable way to get to your destinations. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
I'm softball player Jordy Ball, and I'm proud of my Nebraska roots, and I'm proud to be back home. And at Midwest Bank, they're proud to be your local community bank. They believe in family first, taking initiative, showing integrity, and rolling up their sleeves to support their local communities. They treat everyone like family, no matter where you're from. Whether you walk into a branch in York, Lincoln, Norfolk, or Pierce, you know you're going to be welcomed with a smile. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
Back to Bigger Than the Score with Peter Ferguson on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back to 93.7 The Ticket, Bigger Than the Score. This is Peter Ferguson BHS LLC, and joined on the ones and twos with Harrison. Harrison's got the announcement because I think we're getting ready to flip over, or we flipped over to football.
Yeah, we got flipped over already. So we got the Commanders and Cowboys, the game that we just had our scholars pick today. But those guys are on the brick and mortar. We are still streaming them. So Facebook, YouTube, X, Allo Channel 961. You can put a face to the voice there, as well as the Starter Heyman text line still open to you. 402-464-5685. And of course, you can always just catch it on YouTube or podcast after the show.
And a full disclaimer: our scholars picked it only for entertainment purposes only. So just to put that out. No,
fair point.
just to recognize we're not that kind of station quite yet. So no FanDuel or anything. Harrison, we had a shout out too from one of the educators. Want to get that read?
Yes, this one from Mrs. Swan, Sydney Swan, cheering on both scholars here. And again, that must have been, which teacher was that? Which grade was that again?
Second grade.
So your second grade teacher. So appreciate that. And again, if there's any other teachers out there and you want to shout out these scholars, definitely do so.
Fantastic. So we are joined here by Maribel and also Abir, and both of them have already indicated they're scholars over in the Belmont Elementary School in that Belmont community. Out here representing and kind of told us a little bit about their family, told us about some of their interests, some of the things that bring them joy, from fashion to trips to Chicago, which is absolutely amazing. A little bit just quickly on you is just what's something that people know just by looking at you? And as they walk down the street and they just saw you and be like, okay, they're going to probably nail that pretty dead on. Maribel, what about you?
That's kind of a hard question to answer because I would want people to think that certain things, but you don't really know. I feel like one thing that people would be able to tell just by looking at me is probably that I like fashion, especially since my choices of clothing. And I'm always prepared because at least everywhere I go, I have a bag of essentials that I need for that day. Even if it's just backup stuff, I mainly always have tissues and that stuff in my bags. So that's another thing.
Always fully prepared. I like that. What's your favorite piece of clothing, fashion, a fashion accessory that everybody should have? So something Harrison and everybody here at the station coming in, we should have in our kind of fashion repertoire.
I feel like it's not really one piece of clothing, but something that you should always have is at least accessories that should match your outfit, because most of the time you will have a nice outfit that you want, but if you don't have the right accessories, if you were wearing black clothes or something and you had neon accessories, they wouldn't really go well together. So you have to pick accessories wisely when because you want them to match your outfits and stuff.
Okay. We're gonna take that to heart. What about you, Abir? What's something that people will notice as you just kind of, if you're walking down the street, they're like, oh, okay. And you're like, yeah, you know that about me.
I don't know, to be honest, but could I say something that I wish they knew about me?
Yeah, without question.
I wish people knew about me that I'm a bit I love writing. Even my teacher, Mrs. Ehrlich, she said phenomenal things about my writings, and then she asked me oh, can I take your work to show the other people that I'm having a meeting with or something like that. And then that when she says that to me, I get really happy inside. I don't know why. It's because it means that I'm good at what I'm doing. So, and then that pushes me to work even harder on the dreams that I want to make.
That's awesome. And those that don't know, Mrs. Ehrlich or Mrs. E is known to the greater community, is I would say an institution, is a legend in the Belmont community. So definitely shout out to her. And she is ultimately one of those individuals who put forward some recommendations of an individual to be here today. So we always ask about advice, and I always think the advice that we get from young people is great, but I'm really excited to hear what you all have to say. What is some advice that you would have for your peers? So what is a piece of advice maybe that you received, that you've kind of heard over the years, that you're like, you know what, this is really good advice that I want to make sure that my peers take with them. It would help them go on to a better life. Abir, what about you?
That a journey starts with one step, because like if you don't like start with a small step, like the thing that you want to do is never going to be completed. So that means even if it's a small or a big thing, like you have to push yourself forward for it to like happen.
Wow. Maribel, what about you? A piece of advice for your peers.
Kind of like a beers mainly. You always want to try something new, because if you don't like, because imagine trying something new and that being like the career that you choose that gets you like a scholarship. You don't really want to pass up an opportunity, because especially since there's like so many better opportunities out there.
Wow, both of those dead on. I won't say more than I could have imagined, but just the full thing and just the impact of it. So my second question is: you all have been involved with educators, just adults throughout your life. I'm interested a piece of advice that you would have to educators, and not necessarily the ones you have, but just in general. If you got to speak to every educator in the United States, and they were in a room or on a Zoom, what is a piece of advice that you would have for them? Maribel, I want to start with you.
I don't know. That's like a hard question, especially like saying something without trying to be disrespectful or anything.
No, and I appreciate it. And I think anything that's said is in a respectful fashion, but I do appreciate that. I think sometimes when we get into space, like I always educators, like they hear from myself or hear from Harrison or Mr. Pearson, but they want to hear from the young people, like, what do they need from us? What do they want? And so maybe the better question is, what is something that, makes a great educator? What is a characteristic or something that they do that you'd be like, okay, you would be really good in education? So maybe you start with Abir, what is a piece of advice for an educator to make them even better at what they do?
I would say like keep going, but like if you want to like become like a better educator, maybe like try to take like suggestions from like ideas from your like scholars to maybe like make those scholars like even like love you more, or even like enjoy school more. And then maybe like I feel like if you put those ideas that your scholars like give you like into action, maybe like it's gonna give them like a space to like be them like it's gonna give them a space to like be themselves. And I feel like with like a space where they can like be themselves, like it's gonna help them in some way, because maybe like in another place they're having a hard time somewhere, and then like they feel safe like in a certain space, they can be like shining. I don't know.
Oh no, perfect answer. Maribel, now that you kind of heard, what do you think? What's a piece of advice?
Probably a piece of advice, since something that makes me enjoy school so much is all of the opportunities. And so a piece of advice that I could probably give is not only giving opportunities to the kids who should have it. Like, yes, opportunities are a good thing when giving kids like those things that they can do, but it should also be towards those kids that like need extra help with something, because if they get those opportunities to do something, then they'll probably like enjoy school more and try to get better education so that they can keep doing those opportunities.
No, that's both those answers just really impactful. On you talked about the opportunities and then also listening. I think sometimes as more seasoned individuals, as we get into space, that kind of becomes a lost art, and we're not as proficient at it. So listening would definitely be one. What is just a piece of advice? I always ask, like, what's a piece of advice that you would have for your future self? What do you tell yourself, every day or occasionally to make you want to kind of push forward to an opportunity and a goal? And Maribel, I want to start with you.
Um, Probably like never giving up. I feel like that's a big part, because there have been times in like my life where I just didn't enjoy something anymore, and so like I wanted to give up on it, but like the more and more that I did it, the like better I got at it. Like I was really bad at like drawing from the start, and my mom is actually really good at drawing. So when he had helped me do that, I feel like I got a lot better at it. And so yeah, just mainly never giving up.
Like that. A beer.
Always have that perseverance and have that grit inside of you, because if you don't have those like in you, it's not going to be a good ride for you, because like if you don't have those like that idea of you like never giving up, you're always just going to be at like your like lowest point in life. So I would say like if you don't have that perseverance or that grit inside you yet, surround yourself with people that have that grit and that perseverance, and then maybe those people that do have those like personalities or whatever, they could like help you, and then they could like, and then like when they help you, you can help other people that don't have those like personalities like inside of them.
So I hear you use the term grit, and I know that's kind of, I don't want to say one of those buzzwords, but one of those words that is infused a lot of times in education. Maybe, CEOs of Google and that may not know what that is. Can you both define what that term is and what that means to you? And Beer, we'll start with you.
Grit is like effort to me. So if you don't put if you don't put grit or like the best effort into something that really matters like to you, it's kind of just gonna like get you like bummed out like the rest of the day, or maybe like, I don't know, like that. And then that like when you're like upset about something, you could like drag it onto someone else, and then that someone else is gonna have that same idea of them like being bummed out, and then like over on it's gonna spread to everybody else, and you don't want that, right? Because that cause can be caused just by one person.
Same thing. Maribel, what does grit mean to you?
I feel like a lot of the times people describe grit as the effort that you'll put into it, like what a bear said. But I feel like to me, it's like a much deeper, like you have to understand it more to be able to do that one thing. Because grit to me is mainly just how much like I wouldn't say like imagination, but how much like perseverance that you put into that one thing. Because like most of the time, if you don't have enough grit, then you won't be able to get those things done. Like sometimes, a lot of the times in my math class, people don't do their homework. But if you have enough grit for that one thing, then you'll be able to like get out of that phase and move on.
Like that. Hey, we're going to be back with our final segment here on 93.7 The Ticket, Bigger Than the Score.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Hey guys, it's your girl Jordan from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. Gentlemen, it's time to elevate your style with something from our men's jewelry and watch collection. Why not treat yourself to the ultimate in luxury? We've got an incredible selection of pre-owned Rolex watches, even those hard-to-find models you've been dreaming of. Whether you're stepping up your game day look or adding a touch of class to everyday wear, our top-tier collection is sure to impress. Stop by Sartor Heyman and discover the perfect piece to reflect your unique style. Until next time, happy shopping, guys.
Nebco is hiring CDL drivers for Ready Mixed Concrete, Husker Concrete, and Beatrice Concrete. Nebco offers great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they pay for CDL training. Apply today and start your new career with a $2,500 hiring bonus. From Nebco's beginning in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com. General Fire and Safety has been keeping Lincoln businesses and commercial structures safe for more than 50 years. From a simple fire extinguisher to full fire suppression systems, Lincoln has trusted General Fire and Safety to provide top-of-the-line products, installation, and maintenance. If you're starting a new business in a brand new building, call on General Fire and Safety to help you plan a fire safety system that fits the specific needs of your business, employees, and customers. Call General Fire and Safety today at 402-261-0116.
Midwest Bank is proud to be your local community bank right here in Lincoln. This is Travis with Midwest Bank, now with 2 branches conveniently serving Lincoln and 8 other locations across Nebraska. We're here to help you with any of your needs. From opening a checking account to buying a home or financing your business, our staff is here for you. Stop in and you might see Shin Daddy himself. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Learn more at midwest.bank, member FDIC.
Ryan, with all this red and all these people around, I'm still not seeing the tailgate.
Todd Spidell, former body shop owner, terrible driver.
We're getting close. Now, did you know with 3 locations in Lincoln and hundreds of years of combined technician experience, we can get Husker fans back on the road even quicker and safer after their tailgate mishaps? Oh, Todd, turn left right here.
Left or right?
Left, right here.
Right?
Well, you wait for the tow truck. I'm getting a hot dog.
Well, I guess while I'm waiting. All right! Most recommended! Eustace Body Shop!
Woohoo! Dude, you should be on American Idol.
You really think so?
No.
Accidents happen, even to Husker fans. If it happens to you, call Eustace Body Shop, where our customers send their friends.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
Attention students and anyone else looking for a great deal. Sun Valley Lanes and Games has the ultimate weeknight special. For just $15.95, enjoy unlimited bowling, lucky putt mini golf, and laser tag. Flash your college ID at check-in to receive $2 off your admission. It's the perfect way to unwind Sunday through Thursday nights. Check out sunvalleylanes.com for hours and availability. Sun Valley Lanes and Games, located at 321 Victory Lane.
Lincoln's best place to meet, eat, and compete. Sun Valley.
Explain to me again why we're sleeping on the ground.
Because we're thramping, thrift camping. It's saving us money and getting us closer to nature.
But we don't need to thramp. I just combined our home and auto insurance with our State Farm agent, so we have a rate that fits our budget.
All right. Do you think our agent can bring us an air mattress?
Call your local State Farm agent, Vinny Krekak, at 402-474-1173.
Individual premiums and budgets will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
An hour ago, you didn't need a plumber. Now you're in a panic. When life throws you a surprise with a clogged drain, plugged or leaky toilet, broken pipe, leaky faucet or water heater, or a bathroom or kitchen plumbing upgrade, whatever. Just call Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing, 467-1111. Keep that number handy, 467-1111. Or go to BryantLincoln.com. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. We do whatever it takes.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to O Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Back to Bigger Than the Score with Peter Ferguson on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back to 93.7 The Ticket, Bigger Than the Score. This is Peter Ferguson, and on the ones and twos, we have Harrison, and got a full afternoon of programming. I know we got the football on the main board, but we've got DP and Haas coming up after this, and then I know the Y, and what else do we got?
Yeah, we got the W. Man, every time you do this,
I was going to say, sorry about that. I thought there was a
18.
list. I was trying to promote everybody. Just stay on the ticket. 93.7 The Ticket. You can watch YouTube, whatever else. And if you get tired of the Cowboys beating down the Commanders, you can go ahead, turn the sound off, and then just listen to the ticket. And
18
listen to
hours of
play-by-play by DP.
There you go.
Which probably won't happen. But hey, we have had two scholars that have just raised the level of the studio this morning, and Abir and Mary Bell, and both of them have just shared insights, shared advice, shared perspective, but just also affirmed us in a lot of different ways. And so, you know, I've had some people always ask, they like, you don't ever ask this, you run out of time. And so what is like a future aspiration? What is the thing that where we can see you in the future, like a profession, TV? What do you see yourself doing, you know, whether it's 5, 10, 25 years from now? Mary Bell, I'll start with you.
I mean, based on the stuff that I already said, is that even a question for me? 'Cause I feel like the main thing that I want to see myself in the future doing is either something related to math or something like fashion. And my mom said that if I were to have my own fashion line, I could definitely like model it myself because I have like the body to be able to do that and stuff. So I feel like that's definitely something that I would want to see myself doing in the future.
Okay, and we can see that as well. Just like I said, I think that the math and the modeling, you're in charge. You got your money under control, so you don't need to go ahead and hire anybody for that. And then plus, I said that fashion sense. Want to ask you quickly, what you told us earlier about things we can do. Harris and I need to accessorize, right? Okay, so what can we do with ourselves today with what we have? How could we accessorize? With what we got on today, how can Harrison accessorize with what he's got on today? What's needed?
What's needed is I feel like different tones, because like some people have like warm tones and then warmer colors fit them, and some people have colder tones. And I feel like what you're wearing, like you should probably stick to probably like dark blue and like blue and those cooler colors, and then Harrison should probably stick to like warmer colors. And so something that you could do is probably if you were to have like, you could take like just a plain shirt and then have a hoodie, like just like for me, what I would do is like a designed hoodie, so like something with a graph on it, and then you could wrap that around your waist, and then like some jeans or something.
We keep getting that warm tones. That's what we got the last time too. So we definitely are. We need to.
I need to listen. Is what
we need to get our color palette going.
I need to figure it out because you're not the first person to tell me that. So we're 2 for 2. You guys are on the same note there.
Abir, what about you? Where do we see you in 5, 20, 40 years?
Not seem like it right now, but I feel like I had this like dream or like idea for like a career for a while now. It's like becoming a nurse. I like really like helping people, and the idea of being like in the what is it called?
Healthcare.
Healthcare field. It's like kind of like intrigues me, and it's just a good idea, and it's something that I've been like dreaming about doing in like later years for a while now.
Love that. So we always ask people to end with this statement. Okay, finish the statement. Love is in 3 words or a sentence. So Abir, love is.
Love is being kind to one another, because if you're not kind to like one another, that's not love. So it's basically just like being glues, and ALU stands for lifting others up. So that means like encouraging one another to do amazing things, helping each other. It's those basic like those basic needs that people need like once in a while to help them like go on with their lives.
Fantastic. Mary Bell, quickly, what about you? Love is.
Love isn't just like a feeling that you would feel to for people. Like it's one of those things where it shouldn't just be like on the national day, which is Valentine's Day. It should be one of those things that like it's all the time, like it's around everywhere. And I feel like it's just the feeling that you feel for someone. Like if someone were to be like hurt, like the feeling that you would want to help them, or if someone was like in in like a bad place, you would want to help them somehow.
Wow. So, when you talked about love and just how you ended, couldn't have ended any better, but we're gonna try. We prompted this before the break. 1, 2, 3. We like the Commanders. We like the
Commanders.
But we love the
Dallas Cowboys.
We like the
Commanders.
But we
love the Dallas Cowboys.
And how about them Cowboys?
How about them Cowboys?
Oh, do us a field. 1, 2, 3.
How about them Cowboys?
Hey, we thank you, Avira. Thank you, Mary Bell. Hey, we'll see you next week on 93.7 The Ticket.